Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Democracy will not come very soon to Ukraine because Zelensky Stein likes his position, and in his position, he's a semi-god. And that is by instituting martial law. Unfortunately, the guys in the Duma, they will always approve his martial law suggestion. Why? Because remember who's the commander-in-chief actually of the supreme commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine is Zelensky. And Zelensky has the intelligence community, has the thugs, has the secret police. So he might find out in a second that whomever votes against his martial law suggestion is actually a Russian asset, and he will be picked up in the middle of the night with a signed document, signed by a judge document, who previously was visited or is just a person that belongs to Zelensky's side. Maybe, well, who knows, part of his group. So we have here an article coming from the trustworthy Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, that, remember I made a video yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, they were very upset that the Europeans have access to media, the wrong media, because it's wrong media and the right media, and that is for Radio Free Europe to determine what free people of Europe can or should and must listen or not listen to, or have access to. Okay, have access, make their own decisions. So here is the article, Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty. February 5th, 2024. Zelensky submits drafts on extending martial law mobilization amid hints he will reshuffle leadership. Why do you think he's surrounded in this picture by these guys right here? I can only imagine he wants to show that he's a guy who cares for the Ukrainians, and he would like to show you that he's got the military backing. This is a photo op. All right, that's what actually he now competes with Zaluzny, and he's trying to pick third-tier colonels and others in the military to support his firing of Zaluzny. Ukrainian, again, this guy is Ukrainian as I am Zimbabwean. President Volodymyr Zelensky on February 5 submitted to his country's parliament the Verkhovna Rada draft laws to extend martial law, no surprise here, and the military mobilization in the country as Russia's full-scale invasion nears the 2-year mark. Zelensky's drafts plural, provide for the extension of the two measures for another 90 days from February 14, in line with the provisions of Ukrainian constitution. So this is where they tell you, these people here, that is all legal what he does. That's why they said in line with the provisions of the... They didn't have to say that, but they did, because they want to make sure you don't get a wrong idea. So they covered right there. They eliminated any thoughts that you might have or could have that maybe this guy's a tyrant. No, in line with the provisions. It's not illegal what he does, but he has to. Does he have to do that? That's the legality of it. This will be the 10th time since February 24th, 2022, when the Kremlin launched its invasion, that the Verkhovna Rada will vote on two measures. The extensions, if approved by Ukrainian lawmakers, will overlap with Ukraine's presidential election cycle. Bye-bye. A vote would have been held next month, but is constitutionally prohibited from taking place when the country is under martial law. Again, they covered for the baboons. That means the baboons that read this will say, oh, yeah, you can't have elections, man. If you're at war with those bad guys and you have martial law, you can't have elections. Yeah, I understand. He's just, he can't, man. Yeah, he's not a tyrant. No. Oh my God. So in November, Zelensky strongly hinted to a potential delay. See, another cover for delays, just a delay. He wants to hold the elections, but these Russians, without that there will be elections, democracy, as it always been in Ukraine. All right, hinted at a potential delay of the potential poll, saying it would be quote unquote, irresponsible to hold it under wartime conditions. So that is, if you think the other way around, you are not, you're irresponsible. That means you don't know what you're doing. Being straight with you, obviously, if you look at Ukraine, how big it is, if you look at where the Russians are fighting, what locations they hit, I think the Ukrainians would have 0.0000001% problems in walking like they walk to the store to vote. What's the irresponsible? Nothing. Remember, this is not like the whole country is bombarded day and night. You have to go in the air shelters over there during the night, and like in the Second World War. No, it's not like that at all. At all. I'm not saying the Russians are not hitting once a month with maybe a missile there, and a missile there, like 25 or 30 missiles in a month. So they definitely can do it. And they can do it like this, not one day, they can do it 5 days. So you can show up at a poll 5 days, not only one day. So that gives you enough leverage with your time to show up whenever you want. And believe me, the polls are next door. I mean, I've been in elections in Romania, I've been in elections here. A voting poll station is not like 50 miles away from your house. You just walk out and you walk 200 meters and it's right there. In Europe, at least. And here, that's Europe. So it's not like America where you need, I don't know, to drive anywhere in America. It's 2 minutes of your voting poll. So don't give me that irresponsible. He doesn't want to hold it. The 2 drafts were sent to the lawmakers a day after Zelensky confirmed in an interview with the Italian broadcaster Rai that he is considering operating changes among Ukraine military and political leadership amid widespread speculation that he is about to dismiss General Valery Zaluzhny, the commander-in-chief of Ukraine military. Well, he does whatever he wants. We'll see if Zaluzhny agrees with that. And the Americans will try to convince him. Only the Americans will convince him. There's nobody else. And they will try to convince him with 2 things. One with, I would say, threats, and the other one would be with money. That's what it's going to be. It's either or. Is as we function. We function with pleasure and displeasure and pain. That's how we function as human beings. You go that way, pleasure. You go this way, pain. I go over there. There's no in between, unless you put them together and have both of them. So the same here. He's going to be either threatened, blackmailed, whatever. He's going to be told, you go that way, this is what's going to happen. Okay? This is the measure we have to take, because we don't get involved in your country whatsoever. But we just tell you this is how we have to defend ourselves and react to your aggressive stance of refusing to be fired. This is one, and the other one could be, we're going to give you this amount of money in your account and a few places in wherever we want. Make sure you're going to live your life perfectly and defended by some bodyguards that we pay for. No? Oh, it's just movies? Oh, my bad. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The mobilization, they don't say anything about it right here. I'm looking at it. I don't see anything about the mobilization. It wasn't that in the front mobilization. All right, here, my friends. Look there. Mobilization. So expanding mobilization. And here I don't, like, we go down to responsible. I'm trying to look for mobilization. Here was the dismissal of Valery Zaluzhny. Where is the mobilization? I want to see. Do you see any, the word here? Or demoralize? I think that's it. No mobilization. Well, I guess you understand that's going to come up. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.